Thank you very much, Mr. OT. I took a second there just to make sure that I was not on mute tonight so we don't have to do it twice. But thank you guys for showing up today. I'm either going to blow your mind or you're going to think I'm joking or you're going to be left confused tonight. One of those three things is going to happen because I'm trying something a little different, but it's something that blew my mind. And I hope it is able to blow your mind. I hope it's as powerful as I expect it to be. But tonight is going to be the conclusion of the timeout series. Tomorrow we're going to discuss something y'all asked me to discuss regarding why we have the feeling to make that money every day. Why is it such a drive? But tonight we're going to talk about the last thing that y'all had asked me to cover about not cutting losers. And we're going to attempt to put not cutting losers in timeout tonight. When it comes to holding losers, guys, when it comes to not cutting it, I promise you I've held contracts to zero more times than probably anybody in here when I first started trading. I had a strong dose of hopium. I really believe that because I was right so many times prior to that, that this one would come back, or this one will rescue me, or it'll get better. But just imagine if you had been in a call this morning and you decided that you were going to hold that call and wait for it to come back, because we've been range trading for the last, 14 days or something. And so right there at 10 o'clock, and it takes that little dip, and you say, no, I'm not going to cut it. It'll come back. And next thing you know, it does. It starts coming back till about 10:30. After 10:30, there was no hope for you if you were holding calls today. And I've been there. I've done it. And it's emotionally devastating. Can y'all not hear me? Okay, it's just Zorento. It's emotionally devastating when you're holding on to those losers, because not only do you have a chance to know that you're wrong, you have a chance to remind yourself that you're wrong the entire time that you're holding. Think about how damaging that is to your confidence. What has OT been saying all week since Sunday? Confidence, patience, and discipline. Well, you're definitely having patience mastered if you're holding losers, right? You're as patient as they can be in the wrong way. But what does it do to your confidence? It wrecks it. It absolutely, positively wrecks your confidence to hold losers. And this is something, thankfully, I cured before I was able to move over into futures. But if you are still playing options and you are still holding and hoping, taking that dose of hopium, I'm going to mic drop on y'all tonight, and I'm going to tell you what really blew my mind, and what really, this one thing. I had a long conversation over scrambled eggs with my partner, Mr. OT. And I was crying the blues. I've told y'all this. Y'all know I'm a passionate person. Y'all know that I give my all to the things that I aspire to do and to be. And OT had walked with me through, 5-figure trades and through 5-figure losses. And I'm pouring my heart out to him. And I said, why am I holding here? What am I doing? Why, one of the many breakthroughs that I have. And OT said something to me that's as powerful gets. And I've been harping on this and harping on it. I've been pounding on the desk all week. I've been fired up over people, having F trades and not doing what they're supposed to do. We've let y'all know that we have advancements coming in this Discord to help you with discipline. But when you really boil it down, at the end of the day, OT asked me this simple question. What are your exit criteria? You guys want me to say that again in case you missed it? What are your exit criteria? And with that simple question, he exposed to me that I wasn't playing according to my trade plan. That I had thrown my trade plan out the window. Because each and every one of you, if you're trading outside your trade plan, maybe you need to go back and watch the series that OT did for you on how to create a trade plan. But every single proper trade plan has entry criteria, exit criteria, stop loss criteria, a details section. And if you're holding on to losers, you are not trading inside your trade plan. Plain and simple. It's literally that easy. It's so easy that you could take a kid out of kindergarten and I could tell them, hey, if you cross this line right here, then you're going to go in timeout. Do you think that whether they cross the line or not, at that point they know they're right and they know they're wrong on which side of the line, right? That's how simple it is for us as traders when we have a trade plan. When we've designed a proper trade plan, we either stick to it or we don't. And I can sit here and I can go on and I can show you all PowerPoints and I can go into 100 different details. I could dig into every single person's psychology inside here. I can tell you everything that I've analyzed about me and about other people. But at the end of the day, it comes down to black and white. Are you trading inside your trade plan or are you not trading inside your trade plan? Period. Period. Now you can decide if you just want to throw the rules out the window and go outside your trade plan. You're a human being. You're a grown person. You are completely able to do that. But at least you'll know at that minute from now on, from this point at 5:14 on January 18th, 2023, you'll know that if you're not trading inside your trade plan, you're wrong. And that's going to hurt somebody's feelings. It's mom and daddy's trauma from growing up is not the reason why you're having a problem holding on to that loser. The fact that you're not happy in your job situation is not the problem that's causing you to do it. Blah, 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 XYZ is not the reason that's causing you to do it. What it is, plain and simple, on this day forward, if you are holding losers, if you are trading anything that's outside your trade plan, you are wrong. Anything outside of it is a violation. You think about what's a violation in real life. Let's just say you go and rob the convenience store up the street. Now, you might not get caught the first time. You might get away with it. But let's say you rob the convenience store 1 mile down. But this time the cops are alert and they're aware and they're onto you. And you get caught. You violated the law. What's going to happen? You get thrown in jail. Hey, buddy, time out. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. And I really hope this drives it home for y'all tonight because this is really all about all I have to say about it. I told you it's either you're going to be confused, your mind's going to be blown, or you're going to have that breakthrough moment that I had on that phone call with Mr. OT that day. Plain and simple. From this point on, anything that you do that is not inside your trade plan is a violation. You know what happens when you have a violation? You lose money. That's it. If you think of it in that simple of a term, hopefully it will help you to trade inside your trade plan. And I've said it 100 times, 100 ways, on and on this week. I've tried to brainwash you. I've tried to pound it in your head from my computer. I've tried to put it into the universe and give it to you psychically. I've tried to put it on this, series that I'm talking trade plan, trade plan, trade plan, trade plan, trade plan, trade plan. It's no magic formula. It's no, we can go back to emotions and psychology later. But I'm so sick and tired of seeing F's in that grade your trade day that I knew I had to do something a little different to make this cross the line here. My call to action, very simply tonight, is trade inside your trade plan. If you cannot trade inside your trade plan, then you stop trading and go in the simulator and you refine your trade plan until you're confident in that trade plan, until you trust that, just the same way you trust what your name is. Just the same way you trust what you look like when you look in the mirror. Just the same way you trust that me and OT care about you and we want to see winners built out of this Discord. It's not hard once you have that trade plan. It's easy. It's simple. So if you can't trade inside your trade plan, put yourself in timeout and put those F grade trades in timeout. I really appreciate y'all being here. I told you this was going to be something different. My passion comes from a place of love. My hatred comes from a place of I hate losing. And tonight I wanted to do something different because how powerful this broke through with me when OT said it to me. I turn it back over to you, Mr. OT.